I'm out here looking for revenge all summer, well, 2024. But you get the point. What's going on, everybody? It's full-time trip. The Champions League draw is in, and we have drawn Bayern Munich. Oh boy, listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's very early in the morning, so I'm still getting my voice and stuff ready, but I'm excited. I'm very excited, ladies and gentlemen. We knew any combination of fixtures or draws that we get is going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. But before I talk about any of these matchups and stuff and the path to Wembley and our chances and all stuff like that, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Understand that we're back where we're supposed to be. Understand and know that this spot, that little like, damn, oh my gosh, these are the big teams of Europe, bro. You see Real Madrid, City, all this stuff like that. This is where we're supposed to be. This is where this club is supposed to be, fighting the big fights, going for the big trophies every single season. That's where we have to be. And so I'm glad, and I'm very grateful and happy to be back in this position. The you know what I'm saying, the fear I feel potentially facing one of these giants or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that little bit, I ain't gonna lie, it's always there. Of course, it's been a long time, but I'm glad that feeling right there exists, because I know we're back on the right path. If the dream is big enough, it's gonna be scary. You know what I'm saying? If the goal is lofty enough, it's gonna feel scary at some point, and that's when you know you're on the right path. That's when you know you have to keep moving forward. So I'm very happy that we are back in this position. This is where we want to be. I don't care about people talking about moaning about the path, moaning about, oh, well, we gotta go here. There's a harder path. I don't care. This is where we're supposed to be. No matter what matchup, no matter what combination, what permutation of us potentially going to a final, this is the spot to be. You could be out of this. We cannot get this type of money. We cannot get this type of claim. We cannot see these type matches, bro. This is where we want to be. Now let's get to Bayern, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've seen Bayern. Literally the last 3 ties have been, what, 5 goals each. Last 2 specifically were 5-1s, and oh my gosh, listen, this fits. Just to speak on the narrative piece first, this is Storyline FC. Arteta's Arsenal, I said this before, we're Spin the Block FC, Punisher FC, Avengers FC. All these curses, all these hoodoos, all these long-standing records against us, all these slights on our name, we're moving back to correct one by one, checking them off the list, checking it twice in some cases, and making sure our name is brought out of the mud fully. Everything that we got clowned for over these past few years, Arteta's Arsenal has been hell-bent on trying to rectify, and this falls right within that storyline. This falls right in there. Like, again, think about how many interweaving little subplots there. You know, you got the Tuchel versus Arteta, Tuchel versus Arteta, if you will. Again, just think about Harry Kane's storyline. Again, him going from Spurs to Bayern and stuff like that. We could potentially block another trophy from them. Like, that's hilarious. Again, the given history of us and them in the UCL, like, there's so much to bite on. There's so much to sink your teeth into, and it's from a neutral perspective, and even from my perspective, like an Arsenal fan's perspective, this is dope. This is where I want to be. It wasn't the hardest of the draws either. Again, getting Real, getting City, or getting Atletico probably would have been my bottom 3 in terms of choices. I would have enjoyed it a little bit less in first reaction, because I know how tough those ties can be. At least coming off of, you know what I'm saying, a really hard fought again victory against, like, just a disgustingly active, a disgustingly physical team in Porto. Again, respect to them, because they pushed us, bro. Again, like the second best defense in the Champions League, only behind us. So, you know, going from there to an Atletico will be like, you know what I'm saying, you going from rat poison to cyanide. It's the same thing, basically. They got the same type of, to the same end to some degree. One's probably just a little bit more effective, but it's just funny that, you know, Bayern, it's revenge. It's revenge. Let's not sugarcoat it, man. This has to be a revenge job. This has to be Punisher FC, bro. We have to literally strap them to a car and start running them down road. We make a point, bro. This is such an important time for, again, our recent history, for setting us up and making a statement on how far we've come in terms of a team over the past few years, and again, could set us on our way to Wembley in a big way. This is serious, bro. Serious business. But speaking on the matchups and stuff like that, again, defensively, Bayern have not been the best this season. They still have hitters in midfield. You know what I'm saying? They still have, again, like some Musiala. You know what I'm saying? I think Kimmich plays in midfield basically now. I'm not sure if he's a right back anymore. I think it's just Mazraoui starts. There's that setup. Again, they have killers in attack, killers in transition. You think about, again, Coman, Matthias Tell, which I think is really good. Harry Kane's always going to be Harry Kane, so he's going to be a danger at any point over the pitch. Like, there's still a dangerous team. They're still a dangerous team. As much as I've clowned them this season, a lot of people have clowned them this season, and how far they are behind Bayer Leverkusen, how Bayer Leverkusen smacked them and stuff like that. They're still a dangerous team. They still have that you know what I'm saying, that pedigree. They still have that sense of nous about them, that they can try and pull something out, you know, when they want to. But this is not the same Bayern that we've seen before still. So we can Bayern overall, and we can get the best of them. We can get the best of them. I believe we can beat any team that's left in this competition. I believe that since we got in the knockout rounds. So we just have to go out and do it now. First leg's going to be at the Emirates. No Bayern fans, so we can get 60,000 strong, 60,000 plus, barreling down, sound on their German head tops. And if we blow them away, listen, in my heart of hearts, I'll be real, I want a 5-0. I want a 5-0 or a 5-1. I want exact revenge. I want literal, like, embarrassment. In my cruel, evil heart of hearts, I want that. But I know it's probably not realistic right now. It's okay. I'll tuck that aside. We need to have a big statement in that first leg, because going away to the Allianz is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Again, for the new team, it might not bring up too many biggest PTSD feelings, but for the fans it might. So we got to kind of tread, you know what I'm saying, as best we can in that first leg. We got to put a real good impression out in that first leg. It's so important. And think of our squad. By that time, hopefully everybody should be fully fit. I think it's by April 6th. We have another, like, a few weeks. We have another 3 weeks until that fixture arrives. And again, we can see Timber back in the squad. Partey still getting his legs under him and stuff like that, and still going. Emil Smith-Rowe should hopefully be back. I don't know where. Well, I think he's been on the bench, but hasn't getting selected and stuff like that. Fabio Vieira should have minutes. Most of our squad, Tomiyasu, they should be back and moving in some decent capacity to be picked for the starting lineup, or at least the bench. And that gives me the best hope in the world. Again, the flexibility to attack Bayern in different ways, because if they were struggling against the Leverkusen side, I think we're going to do similar to them if we're on our job and we do what we're supposed to do. That is what I want, and the variety to nullify threats, especially wingers, because again, transition it's going to be the name of the game in the Champions League. We all know that. It's going to be those moments when things open up against us. My biggest just thought process is we have to have our best players on the pitch to nullify that and create as much pressure as possible on Bayern, trying to shrink them into their own box, basically. So I want the likes of Timber. I want Tomiyasu to lock down anybody who's on that side. It's probably gonna be Kingsley Coman who's gonna be the danger man on the wings and try and create some moments of chaos. But I want Tomiyasu in this tie, like at some point featuring Kiwior. I do trust him a lot, but when it comes to like a specialist pacey winger or something like that, we might need to call a specialist 1v1 defender. And you know what I'm saying, needs must. This is tools in the toolkit. You know what I'm saying? I rate all these players highly. I do. I love my players, but in these cases we got to make sure we're best equipped to nullify these guys, because this is the Champions League. Any mistake can and will be punished, so we have to be on it. But outside of that, man, it's just time to do it. It's just time to do it, bro. Harry Kane, bro. Harry Kane. I want to see you go trophyless, brother. You and your lapdog friend, you know what I'm saying? Eric Diabolical, bro. We need packs. We need packs. All my life we need packs. But in any case, I'm excited. I'm excited, bro. And looking past that, if we get through this tie, we have either Real Madrid and Man City, and I see some people complaining. I see some people like, damn, we got the worst run out, the worst possible pathway and all that stuff like that. Listen, me personally, I don't care. I don't. At this point, I'm happy to be here, but two, I realize if you're going through this path, I don't want any asterisks on my name. Of course, I'd love to get in there any way I can, but wouldn't it be something if we get all the way to the Champions League final and we knock off the best teams who are left in the competition? Leave no stone unturned and say, oh, but you didn't face this team with that. You know, rival fans are gonna try and pull any little thread that they can to delegitimize us in competition. You know they will. So I'm just happy that we're going in a path where we can go right in a collision course with people that are serious contenders. They're serious contenders, man. And it's going to be a ride. It's going to be a ride. And who knows what pressure this puts on the league now, because again, like that fixture's on the 6th. We play Brighton on like the 9th. We play against City on the 31st. April is going to be literally our hell month. April is literally going to be our hell month because of so many different fixtures that are congested in there. And we need our full squad. Our full squad has to be there. We have to proactively rotate. Arteta must learn proactive rotation. I saw this on a timeline from somebody. I think it was I can't remember. I think it was James. Somebody. I think it was shout out to James. Rotation. It has to be. It has to be there. We have to have trust in this squad. He has to actively employ and rotate these teams, because if we get run down to the ground with our first 11, some people go down injured. What do we have now? A team that's out of rhythm, and then you're throwing them into the cauldron. We have to proactively get our squad active, get our squad rotated, mixed in, gelled together, and ready to play. That's the name of the game. We have to do it. That's really my big imperative. But outside of that, I'm proud, man. I'm proud to be in this stage. People saying the Champions League fell off, but then they look at these matchups and like, oh, this is box office, man. I can't wait to see this, bro. They waffling because they're not in it. You know what I'm saying? People's hating on us from all angles. Let them hate from outside. Let them do that while they over there in the corner. We got business to handle. We got times to enjoy. Soak it in, man. Soak it in. This is what I'm talking about. This is where we want to be, man. And I can't wait for this Champions League tie, bro. I am going to be screaming my head off. I'm going to be a lot louder than this, but we gonna find out. We gonna find out. But let me know what you guys thought of the draw. Let me know what you guys think of our path to Wembley Stadium, our chances of getting through the Champions League semifinals and finals, and potentially winning. All that good stuff. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's all the time I have for this video. But full-time triple. See y'all soon, man. Peace. COYG. Let's go.